Hey everyone, welcome to Three Guys, One Movie. We all saw Blockers. What'd you guys think of it?
It was pretty good.
It was
Except for it
funny.
shouldn't have been called cock blockers.
It should have or
Shouldn't have been.
Why?
It's
Because they're not blocking cocks, they're blocking their daughters' vaginas.
Yeah.
But they're cock blocking the kids. That they're
boyfriends.
trying to... Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's cock blocking.
Okay, this movie was outrageously funny with the adults.
Yeah.
The teenager stuff, like you were saying earlier, it was
Yeah.
kind of like teenage humor.
It was very...
It was very like
teenage.
American Pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all like...
I heard a really good like description of this film, like being super bad, but like the female version.
Yeah.
And except for
makes
them
sense,
wanting to have like super bad, they wanted to have sex, but the main goal was alcohol. But this one was actually having sex.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do think it was a smart decision to have this movie directed by a woman.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that was a good idea given the subject matter and the fact that the movie kind of carries that message of like it shouldn't be such a big deal for a woman to have sex when it's not a big deal for a man to have sex.
shouldn't
be. Yeah.
it's not a big deal for anybody.
Yeah. And I liked that the movie had that message, and I think it was smart to have.
I like how it had the message of you lose it when you lose it,
Yeah.
kind of thing. You know, like don't pressure it,
Yeah.
because then bad things happen. But
Mhm.
I don't know. I thought it was really good, and I really liked like the fact that they had the one character that was worried about telling her friends that she was gay, because
That was
that
my
was really cool.
Favorite arc of the movie.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
like,
she was my favorite character of the movie besides the adults.
She, but yeah, like, I liked that arc with, Ike Barinholtz and his daughter.
Yeah.
Just because like, with John Cena and his daughter,
The only
very much just
emotional-
like he was the overprotective dad, and with Leslie
Classic.
Mann and her daughter, it was like she was just like a single mom who's
Losing her best friend.
Yeah, losing her best friend. She's going away to college and stuff like that. But this one was like, it's a single, like it's a dad who's divorced his wife and he's out of the picture basically, and he's trying to be a part of her life again. But also when they're trying to lose their virginity, he knows like, oh yeah, my daughter's gay, and I don't want her first experience to be a shitty experience with a guy. When
I like
the
the part where the other parents were like, "Oh, she told you?" She's like, "No, she's my fucking daughter."
And
like,
he was, I liked it too throughout most of the thing where with the other daughters, like, well, fuck, they're just kids. Why not let them do what they're gonna do?
Yeah, that's
So
what he was like too.
yeah.
Yeah, and then when he found out that like the other daughters were pressuring his daughter,
Mhm.
that's when he stepped in. I thought that was a really cool. His arc and his daughter's arc
Yeah.
are the best part of the film.
Well, I was gonna say actually, like my one major weak point with this movie is its like emotional moments, because I think it's funny. I think it's very funny throughout. There's a lot of funny jokes in there, but I do think the emotional moments are where it falls flat. And
I think it worked
except
the
for one.
The one arc that worked was him and his daughter.
Exactly, yeah.
Because John Cena and his daughter, not
Yeah,
so
no,
much.
I
Leslie
totally
Mann
agree.
and her daughter, not so much.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
'cause that bit when it's John Cena and his daughter at the end, like, that felt really forced when they're talking, like,
Yeah.
he's talking, like, oh, like, you're growing up and blah, blah, blah. It's like, that felt really just kind of forced in there just to have the arc end, basically, like, have their arc resolve. Yeah, no, I do agree.
The emotional part where the car crash comes and he was like, no one ever asked me my side of the story.
Yeah, he's like breakdown.
And he was
there.
breakdown.
Yeah.
I actually thought that was a very, like for a comedy, very emotional, but it worked. And that's why, because both him and his daughter's characters were my two favorite characters, and their character arcs were amazing for a comedy film like this. And and it kind of shows like no one asked his opinion on what happened. I mean, obviously he cheated on his wife, and that's bad. But no one asked what she did too, and like that was that was pretty cool.
I just love it too how it's undercut with like he's explaining this and all of a sudden it's just like, oh fuck, yeah, we can do that, and they're not even paying attention. It's like, oh, you're not even.
Well,
fine. I'm glad I got it out.
The
I like
comedic
that.
part of it.
Yeah.
My favorite thing was when they were standing at that like the side of the road there after their car exploded, and every couple minutes, I don't remember what the name was. It was like Rohit or something like that. He was like, Rohit's about 20 minutes away. Like, he just kept interrupting them with that every time.
Yeah.
The Uber driver. Yeah.
But yeah, like, I was really surprised with Ike Barinholtz because, like, I remember him from Mad TV growing up, but I've never really seen him in anything afterwards.
Yeah, he was in, like, Neighbours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
he started coming back with, like, Neighbours and stuff like that, and it's, like, it was kind of
He's a
surprising
funny
to see
dude.
him. And, like, but this is, like, I guess my second movie since I've seen him in since Mad TV, and, like, he's really funny.
He was great on Mad TV too.
Yeah,
though.
he was good.
But it's good to see these Mad TV guys like kind of like come back.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, like, Key and Peele, holy
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
I do really like John Cena as a comedic actor.
Oh my, he's
like
hilarious.
even though the emotional moments I don't think work, I love the guy as a comedic actor.
He
I
is
think he's got really
hilarious.
good comedic timing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I still, Trainwreck was not a good movie, but
He's the best
He
part.
was amazing
He
in
is
that
the
movie.
best part of that movie.
You know what? And you guys hate me for saying it, but I think he's better than The Rock.
I think he's funnier.
He's funnier than The Rock, but The Rock is a better actor.
Yeah, I can't. My only problem with John Cena is I can't see him leading a movie.
Well, yeah, like
He's a very
very good, funny supporting
character,
actor.
but
The
I can't
Rock-
see him holding a movie on his own.
exactly because like compare it. Okay, like look at like a Rock action movie,
Yeah.
like something like Faster or something like that. He's really good in that movie.
Yeah.
He pulls off the action, and then like compare it to like The Marine.
Yeah.
No, I know,
And
but
he-
like, think about Jumanji, like the comedic parts, like don't cry. That he wasn't funny. To me, like The Rock isn't funny. John Cena's funny.
I think
John
he's a funny
Cena's-
guy.
I think he's funny.
I don't know. There's a weird.
I think John Cena is definitely
You ever
funny.
seen Reno 911, the movie, when he kicks that
Yes,
grenade into the
yeah,
tank?
yeah.
I don't know. I just think that John
And, like,
Cena was
even-
like really good in this film.
Even really recent example, I just saw Rampage, and like
Oh, okay.
that movie is awful, and the only reason that I actually enjoyed it
Was The Rock.
was The Rock.
Mhm.
Like he literally
Not-
carries that movie on his back
not-
for the whole
yeah.
duration of it.
Not the part where he goes, "Of course, the wolf has wings."
No, that's what I mean. It's like no one else could deliver that line and still make it like I'm totally into this.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But
back
there's
to
something about The
blockers.
Rock that keeps me in it.
Like, even like with going back to John Cena for a second, like, did you ever see that movie Sisters?
Yeah.
That movie was meh.
Oh,
But
he was like
he's
a muscly
great in that.
drug dealer
Yeah,
character
he is
or
great in
whatever.
that movie.
Yeah,
I don't know. He's funny. He's a funny dude.
I really like him.
His
I would like
character
to
was-
see him in more movies.
His character
Me
was
too.
really good in Blockers. Besides, like, and he was just like kind of the classic overprotective dad that society doesn't need anymore. So that was kind of like the point of him.
You are a fan.
I like him when he's got the knife.
Yeah,
Remember, stab and then drag.
yeah. I love the part where he throws the kid against the wall, and he's like, "I
Yeah.
think I threw him through the wall." Like, he's funny. What else about this? It's just a funny film.
Full of laughs.
Yeah,
full of
of
giggles.
laughs. It's definitely one of those ones where I really recommend it.
Yeah, it's not something I'm gonna rush out to watch again.
No, but it's one of
But
those
it was
funny
something
movies
I'm glad
that
I saw.
I could see like down the line having like those one-liners.
Yeah,
from
for
like
sure.
The Rock or
Well, I
the
think
Rock, the one-liners from John Cena.
This is
and-
well within the wheelhouse of like Neighbors.
Yeah.
Where it's that kind of movie. Like it's.
See, I
like,
kind of forgot
I
Neighbors.
prefer
yeah,
Neighbors. I really
I like
prefer-
Neighbors 2 more than this.
I
but
haven't
never
seen
seen
Neighbors
I
2.
didn't like as much.
I think Blockers will probably stick around longer than Neighbors did.
Yeah, probably.
It's relevant.
Yeah.
So Neighbors 2 is relevant too. But
It's relevant. It's a different take on a story that's kind of been done before.
It's been
Pretty
told
much.
time and time again.
It's told from a different perspective. than
And
usual.
finally we get this perspective, and it was really funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I have to say about it. It was funny.
Leslie Mann was also really funny as well.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I really like her. in
she's
everything.
hilarious
Yeah.
in
She's
everything.
very charming, no
Yeah.
matter what she's in. Like,
And you know, her and she's in a lot of the Judd Apatow movies.
Yeah.
Well, she's married to him.
Well, I know, yeah. But then like they use their kids a lot too. And
Yeah.
their kids are pretty funny as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I like to see her in lots of films. She plays the same character though.
oh yeah,
Like she's always the same.
She's good at it though.
yeah, as the like goofy like mom.
Yeah.
Which I like.
It's
her.
funny. The first thing I ever saw her in was George of the Jungle, and now she's doing all these raunchy comedy movies. I was like, huh.
She was really good in Knocked Up, and then they
Yeah.
did This Is 40, and it wasn't as good, but it was her character was really good.
Mhm.
So
yeah, I think we all really liked it. So
Yeah.
I guess let's do numbers. What are you guys thinking?
out of 10,
Yeah,
7.5.
Yeah, that's what I give it to.
I'd say 7.
Yeah,
I
laughed and smiled at everything pretty much.
I think it's a lot of fun. I think if it's ever on TV or whatever, I'll totally
Yeah,
sit down.
I'm not gonna
watch
buy
it.
it,
Yeah.
but it's something I recommend you watching because it's funny.
Yeah, definitely worth seeing.
It's a good like hang out with your buddies or your friends.
Couple
and
brews.
couple brews,
Some
watch the
blockers
movie.
on.
It's funny. Yeah, it should be called something else. But
I guess that
That's it.
concludes our video there. Follow everyone on Letterboxd, Twitter, all that. It'll be down in the description, and we'll catch you next time.
don't block.